Hello everyone, my name is Rex Lai, and welcome to my midterm project for CIS 9467. My project is based on the New York City leading cause of death, and I download the data from data.gov, which is created by the government agency, so it should be a reliable source of data. I am curious to know what is the #1 cause of death for New Yorkers, and are there any reasons behind it? So this is the data file I download. The data file contains 6 factors: year, the leading cause of death, gender, race, the number of deaths, the death rate, and the age-adjusted death rate. There are 7 years in the data file, from 2007 to 2014, and the cause of death are divided into 26 different categories. The factors of ethnicity include these categories: Asian Pacific, Black, Hispanic, unknown, white, and other. Now, the death ratio is usually calculated as the number of deaths per a population per year, and in our case, the population is 100,000. And the age-adjusted death rate is the rate that would have existed if the population under study had the same age distribution as the standard population. So using the age-adjusted death rate will make a fairer comparison between different groups if they have different age distribution. I encountered 2 major problems during the stage of data preparation. The first problem is how to extract a portion of data from a string of text. For example, in this case, I only need diabetes mellitus instead of this entire text, which include the code. And since there are 26 different causes in the data, I will need a more advanced formula than the left function to extract my required text. So I achieved my goal using this function by combining the left function, the len function, and the find function. I'm able to extract all the data as needed. The second problem I have is to change the cells in the column of death rate, and age-adjusted death rate that are filled by the period mark. These cells should all have 0 instead of the period mark. So after cleaning up the data file, I have this file. So I first analyze the data with pivot tables. I create 3 pivot tables to look at the overall number of deaths among different causes in terms of time, first one, gender, the second one, and race, the third one. So I sort this pivot table. Based on the number of deaths by year and the causes with the most number of deaths would be on the top. And this one is the same thing, but it's by gender, and this one same, but it's by race. Then I also use conditional formatting to format the top 3 causes of death in color. Now notice that this portion, all other causes, should not be one of the causes because it's adding up the other causes that cannot be categorized more specifically. So we can use this slicer to exclude the all other causes. So now I've located the top 5 causes of death, which is heart disease, cancer, influenza, diabetes, and chronic liver disease. And as we can see, whether it's by year, by gender, or by race, these top 5 causes of death are all applicable. And next, I created 3 pivot charts to better illustrate the results. Let's first look at the pie chart. This pie chart, I want to show the percentage of death divided by both gender and ethnicity. So we can see here white female and white male, they have a relatively large proportion. Then over here, I have a line chart comparing the average age-adjusted death rate by ethnicity over the 7 period from 2007 to 2014. And here I have a line chart that compare the average adjusted death rate by gender, also from the period of 2007 to 2014. And this pivot table shows the top 5 causes of death. So we can actually click at this slicer to change if we want to see a single cause of death and how they would change on these 3 different pivot charts. As we can see, that diabetes, the Black and Hispanic population would have a higher average adjusted death rate compared to the white and Asian or Pacific population, and female would have a lower average adjusted death rate compared to male. But overall, the Black population and the white population have a higher average adjusted death rate compared to the Hispanic and Asian population. This means there are higher deaths among these populations due to all of these causes. And for female, there is a lower average adjusted death rate compared to male. So, which means the male should pay more attention to these causes of death.